안녕하세요. 저는 Christy입니다. Hey guys, it's Christy. So today I'm going to be doing a review for you guys. So I'm going to do a review for Please Come Back Mister. So I'm going to get right into the story for this drama, okay? So there's this department store manager whose name is Kim Young-soo. And he's a very dedicated, very loyal, very work-minded individual. And he's got a wife, Shin Da-hye is her name, and she's kind of a stay-at-home mom. They have a little girl, and his dad lives with them, and so they're he's very work-oriented and she's very family-oriented, and they're kind of always getting into little spats and arguments about it. There is another man who is an ex-gangster turned chef, Han Gi-tak, and he's got this little restaurant. And in this restaurant, he has like a lot of his ex-gang members working for him, and he's kind of wanting them to turn their lives around, and so he's kind of giving them that opportunity. One day, Young-soo works through their anniversary. He promises her that he's not going to, but he kind of does. So to make up for it, they go out to dinner. They go to dinner at this restaurant where this ex-gangster, now turned chef, works, Han Gi-tak. When they're at the restaurant, he has a necklace that he wants put in her dessert so that, it'd be a nice little surprise for her. But in the middle of all of this, he gets a call from work, and so he leaves. Basically, what it comes down to is he's sacrificing everything for his job. He's sacrificing his family, he's sacrificing his health, his mental health, everything is going into this department store, which really doesn't appreciate everything that he does for them. There is this actress, Song Yi-yeon. She's kind of an actress that's past her prime, I guess. She isn't getting the roles that she used to get anymore, and Gi-tak is in love with her. He's been in love with her for ages, and he kind of goes out of his way to help her. And whenever she's in trouble, whenever she's sad or depressed, or whenever she's in actual trouble, she calls him, and he always rushes over and he helps her. One day, and he's with her, and they're driving around, and there's this other man who's also very much in love with her, Cha Jae-kook. He's a gangster, but he's kind of a gangster with a clean reputation, I guess. And he is very much in love with her, and he's kind of demanding that she be with him. Kita kind of goes to her, and he's involved in an accident, and he dies. Now, the same night that Young-soo is called away from his wife, he notices that one of the flags on the side of the building has come loose, and so he goes up to the roof to fix it, and he falls to his death. At the gates of heaven, which is actually a train station, they kind of find each other, and they fight. They don't know what's going on, they don't know who the other is, but they start fighting. Amongst the fighting, they realize, or somebody tells them, that they're dead, and that they're going to board the train that will tell them where they're going to go, whether they're going to go to heaven or they're going to go to hell, and this train is going to take them to where they're going to be. While they're on the train, Young-soo kind of gets cold feet. He doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to go to heaven. He doesn't want to go to hell. He wants to leave. So him and Gi-tak, who notices that he's trying to get off the train, and so he goes to go help him off the train. They leave. They get off the train. So there's this lady, this angel, whose name is Maya. She is really shocked because none of this has never happened before. So she tells them basically that they can go back for a few days, get what they feel that they still have to accomplish, and then they're gonna come back. She sends them back down, but in different bodies, obviously, because their bodies they can't come back into their bodies because they're dead, Young-soo comes back in the body of Lee Hae-jun, who is the new manager for the department store that he used to work at. Very good looking, very fit, gorgeous man. Gi-tak comes back in Hang Hong-nan's body, which is a girl. He's very shocked by this. He feels that he got the raw end of the deal, but he starts saying that she is actually Gi-tak's sister. What they're trying to accomplish is they're trying to fix these wrongs that they feel that they've made. Gi-tak, for example, is trying to help Yi-yeon kind of get back into the swing of things, regain her dignity and stop being so depressed and so sad. Young-soo is trying to help his wife find strength, I guess, to kind of keep going. He's trying to protect her, and he's trying to protect his daughter, and he's trying to protect his dad. In doing so, however, they cannot let the other person know, they can't let the person anybody know that it's them. They have to kind of keep that a secret. If not, then that person's memories gets erased of them, and they cease to exist, basically. They never existed in the past, and they don't exist now. It's very interesting It's a very cute drama. It is so sweet and so adorable. Young-soo, or his reincarnation anyway, Hae-jun, is played by Rain. I'd never seen him before. I'd never seen his music or anything. I had never heard of him before. He's so freaking amazing. He is such a great actor. When he cries, it just breaks my heart. I love the interaction that he's got with Dahye, because he know, like, he's her husband, but she can't know that he's her husband, because basically he will have ceased to exist for her. And he kind of goes through a lot of little hardships. It's really funny because as the manager, Young-soo kind of walks into the department store and he starts writing things right away. Like, you know, if somebody's slouching, he kind of stands up straight, and they kind of stand up straight. You know, he kind of calls attention to whoever is doing something bad, and they fix their behavior. And as he comes in as Hae-jun, he kind of does the same thing, and everybody's just kind of like, because they're already used to the manager doing that, they kind of start falling in line really quick, and they start doing it, and they're reminded of their lost manager, you know, the manager who passed away. It's little things like that. Like, it's so cute and so endearing. They do such a great job of making you believe that he is this person even though he's not, you know. I've seen a lot of dramas where there's like history that goes on, and they don't portray that very well in their interactions. He did a wonderful job. Hongnan too, it's really funny because she's supposed to be a guy in a girl's body, and she does such a wonderful job of being awkward in a girl's body. He kind of comes into this body, and there, you know, he's wearing a nightgown and heels, and he doesn't know how to walk in them, and so he kind of stands awkwardly with his butt out. I love how when she introduces herself as Ki-tak's sister, you know, Yi-yeon is kind of, you know, not having it at first, and you know, she's really adamant about how no, it's not gonna, like, she doesn't want her in her life because she reminds her too much of Ki-tak, and Yi-yeon kind of feels responsible for his death. It's kind of his job as Hongnan to kind of get her out of that funk and kind of make her realize that she's got to kind of move on, right? This twist of events kind of, Hae-jun kind of moves in with Dahye and his daughter and her daughter and her father-in-law. He kind of realizes that he's got to be the father that he never was, but he's got to do it in a way that it isn't giving himself away that he's actually, you know, their dead family member. And when they do kind of get together, Hee-jun and Hongnan, they help each other and they play off of each other, and it's so great because they're such great friends. They've never met each other, but they're such great friends. And then to top it all off, this lady Maya kind of put Young-soo inside a body of a person who already exists. So Hae-jun is actually a manager who's going to be in this department store as a manager. And I want to say he's a financial manager, a financial person. But he's going to go in there. So what she does is she kind of causes his plane to crash out in the middle of the ocean on an island with the pilot. And so he spends like months there. I want to say it's a couple of months there, while all of this stuff is getting fixed. When Hae-jun kind of leaves, Young-soo kind of leaves, and he takes Hae-jun with him, you know, they start saying that, you know, he was in an accident and so he can't remember anything. And so when Hae-jun acts mean towards Dahye, you know, she just thinks it's because he doesn't remember, he's got amnesia and he hit his head and, you know, he was in an accident. It's really funny. It's such a great drama. I really enjoyed it. It was so much fun to watch. It was so much fun to watch their relationships kind of build. You know, these people are basically strangers to these loved ones. There is no relationship except for what Young-soo and Ki-tak know to be their relationship. So they kind of have to reforge all of that all over again, and it's just so wonderful. It's so great. I loved it. So that's it for this drama, guys. So that's it for this video, guys. I will see you guys later with another K-drama Mondays. See you later, my drama tears. Bye bye.